So I've been down in the Atlanta area the last few days, and I am headed home to Kentucky, and I thought I would go antiquing today and see what we can find along the way. It's been a little while since I've been antiquing, and I'm excited to go, so I thought I would take you along with me. We'll see where we end up. I'm not really sure yet where I'm going to go, but see if I do anything else along the way too, and I'll try to take you along. Okay, so I'm here in Woodstock, Georgia. I decided to come back to the market in Woodstock. The last time I was here, I came with my mom, and it's been a number of months ago. It's been quite a while ago. But we had so much fun when we came to this shop, and Woodstock is kind of on the north side of Atlanta. So I decided to take 575 over, and it's off of Ferry Road. So anyway, I don't know. I haven't had the opportunity to come back here since the very first time that I came, and it was such a great place. I had so much fun. In fact, there were so many things I wanted to buy when I came the last time that I couldn't possibly afford everything. But anyway, I decided that I had the time today to pop over here, and why not? I've been wanting to do this one again, so let's go see what they've got today. I'm sure it's going to be just as great as last time, so I'm excited about it, and let's go.
What's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count. tunes in a car for two. Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time. Driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one life. I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. The slow day, the calm, and the night will unfold. I never thought that I would be traveling this road. People keeps missing, the clouds seem to fade. And every occasion I whisper your name. I'm happy to hear that you'll still be around. I thought you were leaving without a sound. In my little world you are both pros and cons. It's hard to admit when you feel you don't belong. So tell me, are you still in there? As beautiful as you are, you just don't know how far. In this world I'll be right by your side with arms. Even if you don't want, you wrote your name in my heart. You're out where you're laughing, the curls in your hair. I wish that I could tell you how much I really care. Your harmless desire, the tip of your tongue. All of your bruises and all of your fun. Tell me, are you still in here? As beautiful as you are, you just don't know how far. In this world I'll be right by your side with arms. Even if you don't want, you wrote your name in my heart. In this world I'll be right by your side with arms. Even if you don't want, you wrote your name in my heart.
Y'all, I had to make so many hard decisions. I just didn't have as much money to spend in there as I wanted to. And there was this one booth that had everything in it was 75% off. I spoke to the gentleman. He was very, very friendly. His father had recently passed away, and it was actually his father's booth. So he was clearing everything out, and I ended up getting one thing from there. There was a few things in there that I would have loved to have purchased if I'd had the money for it, but I just didn't. So I got a couple of things. This is definitely one of my favorite antique stores that I've been to ever. So, I mean, it's not really, okay, it's not really so much an antique store as it is a like vintage market, home decor store. So a lot of the booths definitely cater toward antiques, and then some of the booths have more like new things. But it's just a great shop, and there's so many booths in there. It's huge. Anyway, it's been a really fun afternoon. I have to get home to Kentucky. We have company coming tomorrow, so I've got to get ready for company. And yeah, this Georgia heat, I'm telling you, it's hot today. Anyway, I'm gonna get this air conditioning going and head back to Kentucky, and I will see you back home. July was a really busy month. I feel like I say that every month, but we had a lot of things going on. At the beginning of the month, I went down to Georgia, and my 4 daughters came, and we went with my mom peach picking, and that was so much fun. We haven't done it. It's been a number of years since we had gone peach picking. So I brought home 2 huge, I don't know, bushels of peaches. I brought home a lot of peaches. In fact, I think I brought home more than I initially realized I brought home. But we had so much fun picking peaches, and then I came home and canned all kinds of peach jam, spiced peach jam, peach syrup, and I made a couple of jars of peach chutney. About 50 jars total. We ate a lot of peaches and cream and peaches with ice cream and peach cobbler. I mean, it was so good. So we did that. And then the week after I did all my canning, I went back down to Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I live in Kentucky for reference, but I went down to Chattanooga, Tennessee and spent a few days down there helping my daughter and her new husband get ready to move to Florida. They're moving to Jacksonville near my son and his family. So spent a few days there with Emily, and that was just a really special trip. It was really hard for me to let her go, but to say goodbye. It was really hard for me to say goodbye. I cried an awful lot. But after that, I went down to visit my folks again they live south of Atlanta. So I spent a few days with them. And while I was there, my mom and I went to Treasures Lost and Found, which I feel like was in the last video, or maybe the second to last video, a couple of videos back. I had gone to Treasures Lost and Found in Sharpsburg, Georgia. And I know one of you ladies said that you had a booth in that shop. And I have to apologize because I didn't even realize we were going to stop in there the day we did. Otherwise, I would have tried to let you know. But we had a little bit of unexpected time to kill between appointments. And so we stopped into Treasures Lost and Found. And I got a couple of things. Okay, so the first thing was this little tin. And you might remember from a couple of videos back, my mom and I had gone antiquing down in at Fayetteville, Georgia, I think, at Brown's Crossings. And I found 2 little tins similar to this. I'll give you I'll share them with you. I'll show you what they look like here in a second. But I found a couple of little tins like this. And this one is identical to one of the ones that I brought home in that video, except that it's larger. So I thought it was really sweet. I thought this just gives me a little collection, a collection of 3 little maple syrup tins. On the side, it has a horse, and I just absolutely adore these. I think they're so sweet. I have the other 2 down in my family room on the bookshelf, and I'm going to add this to that. So I'll try to share the end result with you later in the video. But anyways, I got that. Actually, my mom bought these things for me. It was so sweet. And then the second thing she got me was this precious little pitcher. Have you ever seen anything cuter than this? He's just a little short and squat. I just thought it was so sweet. On the bottom it says Paul Story Pottery, Marshall, Texas. And it's in very good condition. There's a slight little crack right here on the inside, but it doesn't go down very far. And I just think this is so cute. Absolutely love this. I can't wait to display it. I have to give it a little bit of thought, but if I'm able to, I will let you know where I decide to put it. I honestly may use this in my kitchen. It's just the cutest little thing. So anyway, there was that. Absolutely love it. Okay, and then on my way home from Georgia, I stopped in Woodstock, Georgia again. And I don't know, I think last fall, my mom and I had gone to Woodstock and stopped at the market. This is such a great antique store. I mean, it's so big. I think I spent another 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours in there this time. And just so much to look at. There's just so much there. Not every booth is antiques, but the majority of it is vintage. And absolutely love this place. So this was the second time I had gone there, and it did not disappoint. I was really, I just really enjoyed it. I almost went, they have this little cafe in the back. I almost went there for lunch, but I had packed a lunch, and in the effort to be prudent, I went ahead and just ate my packed lunch. But they do have this little cafe, very cute, inside the shop. So the first thing, I got 2 things from there. The first thing I got, I'm really excited about. Actually, I'm excited about both of them. But I got this set of braided rug chair cushions or mats. There's a set of 4 of them. And if you remember, in my family room, I have 2 tables. And one of them is a round table, an Ethan Allen table that I had gotten just for a steal in Asheville, North Carolina. And the chairs, I believe, I haven't tried them yet. I'm gonna be so disappointed if these don't fit, but I believe this set of 4, there was 4 chairs. I believe this will fit on those chairs. And these braided rugs mats are just so pretty. And I really think that the colors in these mats are going to work really well with what I have already in the family room. They have these kind of rope ties to go along to tie onto the back of the chair. And I really like them. I'm very pleased. Very pleased with these. I've actually wanted to buy a braided rug, and maybe one of these days I will, for the floor. I'd love to have a really large braided rug for the floor in the family room. But I thought these were really cute. Okay, and then there was another booth. I'm not even joking when I say I had so much stuff in my cart that I ended up putting back, just because budget-wise, I was trying to be as frugal as possible. Speaking of budget, I forgot to mention how much these cost. These were $40 for the set of 4, so they were $10 each, which I felt like was a reasonable price. I didn't think it was necessarily a steal, but I thought it was a good price. So that's how much I paid for those. there was a booth in the back. A gentleman was selling everything out, and he had everything marked down 70%. And I'm telling you, there was a number of things in there that if I just had as much money as I wanted to spend available, I would have bought a lot more. As it was, I bought this one little pottery piece. It has damage right here on the side. There are no markings on the back or on the bottom. And it's this beautiful mustard yellow color. The chip on it, I almost feel like it adds character to it. It needs to be washed. It is dirty. But it was 70% off. I paid $9 for this bowl, and I felt like that was a really great deal. I love the color. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this in my kitchen. I might use it in the family room. I have a lot of this mustard color down there. It could be pretty with apples in it. I really, really, really love this piece. And I did feel like $9 was a really good deal. So at 70% off, that was that. He said that he was, by the end of August, he was planning to close his shop. So if you are in the Woodstock area, you might want to pop in. And he was in the very back. He had a lot of signs up that said 70% off. So you can still go see if he has anything left. There was this shelf that I do almost regret not bringing it home. It wasn't quite big enough for what I was looking for. But my heart keeps telling me I could have found something else to use it for. But yeah, so those were the things that I got from the Woodstock market. And then on my way back home to Kentucky that evening, I stopped in McKay's bookstore in Knoxville. And McKay's is a chain of used bookstores. They have a number of locations here in the Southeast. I think there's one in Nashville, Tennessee, one in Chattanooga, one in Knoxville, and maybe one or two in North Carolina. I'm not sure exactly, but they have several. McKay's bookstore is wonderful, and we have been going there for the last 20-something years. Absolutely love McKay's. So I just felt like going in the bookstore, and I did bring home a few books. So the first thing that I got was this A Year at Clovebrook Farm by Christopher Spitzmiller. This is a beautiful book, and it wasn't cheap. Even used, it was $22.50. But the inside is so pretty. Basically, it's like photos from around his estate and like recipes and things from his farm. And I just thought it would be very nice for inspiration in my own home. I can't wait to sit down maybe on a cozy rainy afternoon and flip through and read and start looking through and reading in here. And just get inspired. I think it's divided up by seasons, if I remember right. Yeah, so he has like spring calendar, spring recipes, and the book is divided up into spring, summer, fall, and winter. So I just really, really liked that. Okay, and then I got Country Living, Country Gardens, Old-Fashioned Flowers, Modern Techniques, Timeless Beauty. This was $3. And one of my goals for the next couple of years is to really make over our yard. So I've been kind of collecting more gardening books. Over the last number of years, it's just kind of gotten away from us. And we have a beautiful yard, but it needs a lot of TLC right now. So just very pretty photos and anyway, so it is basically inspiration for country gardens. They're just a little bit more casual or less formal than maybe English gardens. Although I really do like formal gardens. I'm not necessarily a formal person though. But either way, I just thought this would be good inspiration for me. Okay, and then I went over to the cookbook section looking for some good vintage cookbooks. And my favorite cookbooks are the ones that were put together by like churches or junior leagues. The ones that just have good old home cooking. And, you know, I'm a Southern girl, I'm a Southern cook, and I really just like, you know, tried and true recipes that come from homemakers. So this first one I got is called Feed the Bears. It's from the Bearden Middle School in Knoxville, Tennessee. I paid $1.50 for it. And I actually think I might give this one to one of my daughters. But you know, it's just a recipe book that they put together, probably from middle school moms. And, you know, tried and true recipes. They're always fun to go through. So there was that. And then I was really excited about this cookbook. I paid $6 for it. It's called Vintage Vicksburg. And my mom was from Mississippi. I can't remember if she lived in Vicksburg. I feel like maybe she did. But growing up, she was from, they lived in Brookhaven, and I think we had a lot of family in Soso and Laurel, Mississippi. So anyway, when I saw this cookbook, I thought I was very intrigued. So it was from the Vicksburg Junior Auxiliary of Vicksburg, Mississippi. And I flipped through quite a bit before I made a decision to buy it. But there was a number of recipes just going through it that I thought would be fun to try. So you'll have to let me know in the comments below if you like vintage cookbooks, or what your favorite cookbook is. So I was happy about that one. Okay, and then finally, my daughter Hannah, when she went antiquing, I don't know, it's been a few weeks ago, she had called me. She knows that I collect Nancy Drew books, and she picked up a couple of Nancy Drew books that I did not already have in my collection. I think she paid $5 a piece for these. The first one was The Ghost in the Gallery, number 17. And I love Nancy Drew. When I was a little girl, Nancy Drew is really what got me into reading. I started checking them out from the library, and I could not get enough of them. I read all 55 that the library had that summer. I think I read them all in the same summer. But I just fell in love with reading, and from that point on, I started reading a lot of books. So Nancy Drew is very nostalgic for me. I just absolutely love her. I have a nice little collection. The spine on this one is a little bit faded, actually on both of these, so they look like they've been in the sunshine, but that's okay. I just thought that was really sweet of her to pick these up for me. The Clue of the Dancing Puppet is the second one, and maybe one of these days I'll sit down and read them again. This one is number 39, the little ballerina there. So, did you ever read Nancy Drew? I loved her. I wanted to be Nancy Drew when I grew up. I wanted to go on adventures and drive a convertible Mustang and catch the bad guys. So, I just thought she was really neat. Anyway, so that's all for today's video. I hope y'all have an amazing day, and be sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love hearing from you guys, and I appreciate you being here. I will see you in the next video. Bye.